Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
and finding out inner Brock and Michelle.
Or Jay-Z and Beyonce. In this episode, how about we go with the Cromarties? Am I saying their name right? I was calling them the Chromites and shit.
I don't know.
I was calling them everything but their name. I think it's called the Cromarties.
Yeah.
Y'all, they got this new show out, and it looks real cute. I made Niran watch the first 30 minutes. So, the Cromarties, I'm going to spell it. So, you know I'm good for messing up a name. So, it's Cromarties. So, the Cromarties is a comedic half-hour docuseries that follows the former NFL All-Star Antonio Cromartie and his wife, Tarika. Have you ever heard of them?
Mm-mm.
I ain't never heard of Antonio Cromartie. I mean, I guess there's a lot of Negroes in the NFL. You ain't got to hear about everybody. But it serves as their take on their everyday challenges of raising a blended family of 5, soon to be 6 kids. Antonio and Tarika know that there isn't a playbook to parenting, and we'll join them as they take on their duties navigating the field together. And I guess from the first episode, I got the impression that Antonio is a free agent. Is that the right terminology for football players?
Yeah, he's a free agent.
And this is the first time he's a free agent in like 10, 12 years. I mean, he ain't getting no more jobs. Is that what that means?
That mean he
ain't getting no more jobs. I mean, shit, if you work 12 years in NFL, you should have a nice little piece of coin.
Yeah, it's hard out here as a free agent.
I mean, but if you worked for the NFL for 12 years, I'm assuming he made a clean 7 figures every year. So he should have a nice piece of coin.
Yeah.
Saved aside. That's what I'm assuming. And going back to the show, so it's his first time he's a free agent. And so Sis is like, well, you about to be a full-time daddy. You about to step on in. And he got these children, I would say with the oldest, maybe 10 or 12, all the way to maybe 6 months, and look like she pregnant. So look, they having some Irish twins, and in the midst is some twins.
Right.
So he right on time for that raising of them children. And I can't say they can't be more than their mid-30s. Yeah. If that might be pushing it. They might be younger than that, but you know, children age you. What, am I lying?
No, you ain't lying.
All my friends with my kids, I'd be like, you okay? You okay? No, I'm just joking. Y'all got to glow. I'm just playing with y'all. Y'all know now y'all be just playing. But it looked cute. We watched the first episode, and it looked like it's civil rights black, and I like that.
Your type of people.
It's definitely my type of people. It's definitely like, because at first I was like, oh, I don't have time for like the Real Housewives, not the Real Housewives, the Basketball Wives. Like, I ain't want that type of show. Like, I ain't want her going out with her friends, get manis and petties. Like, this is the real deal. Like, they in the kitchen feeding their kids, and they telling their kids don't put that on the floor. The set of twins. They're talking to one of the babies, don't put it on the floor. The other twin feel neglected, so they put the shit on the floor. Like, you know, it looked like it's some real shit going on. I appreciated it.
This nigga made sugar water in the second episode, so I know he said raised black.
Wait, I missed that. What you mean sugar water?
Because he's like, his wife, Tarika,
I think it is, yeah.
She's like, I'm going to teach the kids how to make a spaghetti sandwich. And
oh my God. First of all, no ma'am. You don't have to make it a sandwich. Spaghetti's meant to be his main course.
And he's like...
You know, black people treat spaghetti like a side dish. But spaghetti's not a side dish, y'all. We don't need fried chicken, spaghetti, salad, and garlic bread.
No, spaghetti is his own meal.
You can usually just have spaghetti as its own. I'm going to have to go with white people on this one.
And he's like, well, since you making that, I'm going to make some sugar water.
Sugar water. Jesus. I've never made a spaghetti sandwich. I've had cousins and relatives around me make it. Look, I'm bougie. I toast the white bread.
Oh, my God.
Put a little garlic powder on top, a little butter, and make my own garlic bread. You ever made spaghetti toast, Nero?
Yes.
What? Spaghetti sandwich?
I done had spaghetti sandwich.
What the hell is the purpose of a spaghetti sandwich?
Because you add more bread so that bread can fill you up when you pour it.
It's pasta.
I know.
90%, 95% of it is carbs.
But you got to have that Wonder Bread, because that Wonder Bread is like a sponge.
You know what? It's a blessing. We ain't had Wonder Bread in my house. We had the wheat bread in that yellow wrapper. You know what I'm talking about? In the yellow package. We ate wheat bread.
Oh, I had Wonder.
You did sugar water?
Yes.
We ain't did sugar water either. I remember adding sugar to my milk.
Okay. So yeah, sugar milk.
Yes. Or doing Kool-Aid with sugar mixed in it and just like hitting it like cocaine.
I was the
nigga. Put it on your roof of your mouth. Just put it on your roof of your mouth.
I was the nigga that was selling Kool-Aid.
What was that called? What is that? Just like...
I call it Kool-Aid and sugar.
Yeah, I remember that now. Also, I remember mixing like popcorn, so the regular, like, you know, the Garrett's blend, so the caramel, cheddar, and plain, mixing that. But what you do, the secret ingredient, y'all put a little sugar on that, and then you shake it up. Jesus. Oh my God. You talking about a hood classic? That's a motherfucking hood classic. But I say watch this show, y'all. It looks like it come on USA. It looks like they pilot. Like if you watching Love and Hip Hop and all that other stuff, this look like they really in love, right? It looks like they really navigating. I'm actually curious to their backstory because they got a blended family of going on 6. and can't be more than 35.
Right.
So I'm just curious how this blended family came to be and how that all navigates out. But everybody look happy. Looks like they well moisturized. Looks like they're drinking alkaline water. Like, I'm just here for it. Like, I connected to that, correct? Like, I feel like, if you ever went to that, that might have been me on the television.
Sure, I might even reach out to them.
You should reach out to them. I'm sure they might need some promo for their show. That's the other thing. I didn't even know about this shit. I think I was not at work, or I think I was at the box store, and it came on a preview. You know, they be watching Good Times and shit, and it came on between Good Times.
Oh.
And I said, what is a Cromartie? And why ain't nobody tell me about them?
Yeah, because when you told me, I said, what the hell is that?
Because I was calling them the Chromites.
I said, who the hell are Chromites?
Cromartie.
Yeah, Cromarties.
Yeah, I was calling them the Chromites, but it's Cromartie. And I was like, I didn't even hear about that, right?
Yeah.
And it's good family, friendly, still palatable, but still real, right?
Yeah.
So I liked it. I enjoyed it, Niram. You liked it, you enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too. I know it's real life when
I'm a
that
supporter.
badass son.
Well, that son is bad.
He got the twins out. He got them in both hands, and then the badass son take off.
Yeah, he bad. But that's the thing. I appreciate a parent who know their child bad. Because some of y'all out there don't realize your children is just bad. Or it ain't even just bad. Like, some of y'all parents out there, y'all know y'all children got certain characteristics. Own it, right?
Yeah.
Don't act brand new. That'd be the most awkward thing when parents be like, I don't know why they're doing that. Yes,
right.
you know why they doing that.
He the one.
Two and the three. One. Okay. And that's what as soon as they came out, they was like, he the wild card. I don't know where he got that from. Because the other children don't be acting like that. Like, he do act like he busts out, right? What the old folks say, out of L7. That's how he act, like he busts out of L7, honey. And just start wrecking shit. He seems very, very hyper. He seems like he's going to be a creative, and he's someone who needs to have his energy very focused and directed to a certain point. Because that's the thing. I don't think there's nothing wrong with children to be like that, right? But I think it's important at a young age to help them redirect their energy to something more positive and know how to control their emotions on the word, but be aware of their surroundings and appropriateness. It's not that they're hyper or get that. That's what they're supposed to do to their child, right? But it's just helping them, navigate within that, right? And own that and help center that in. So that whenever I'm with my friends, they keep hyper, I say, it ain't wrong that they hyper. You just got to help them focus that shit in, right?
Put their ass in gymnastics.
And help them, challenge it, right? You got to help them narrow it in. So I liked it. Y'all go check them out. Again, I think it's the Cromarties. They come on USA. I think it's Wednesday nights. Maybe we can link them on our Instagram or something.
Yeah, we'll shout him on Instagram.
Yeah, and his name again is what it is, Antonio and Tarika. So shout out today, Black Love. That's that real Black love. That's that parenting Black love. Like I keep saying, we got to have folks on here to talk about Black love and parenting. Because now said we can't talk about babies for 6 months.
Yep. I stand by that word.
I tried, y'all.
I stand by that.
I tried. I want some babies now.
I know you don't.
Who is you?
I'm Neil.
And I'm Nayabi.
And this is episode 81.
It's 81. Happy Monday.
We back, niggas.
We back. How was y'all weekend? How was y'all week? We missed y'all.
We missed y'all so much.
Mine was a motherfucking roller coaster. And before y'all get on Niram, it wasn't Niram. It was Nyambi. Nyambi was in her feelings. Nyambi was going through emotions. So it was for a change. Because believe it or not, y'all know I believe in working. Y'all know I believe in punching that clock and making my word bond and my word impeccable. But I just was a big old ball of a mess.
We'll get there. Yeah. So yeah, y'all niggas owe me an apology. Because y'all niggas was coming for Niram. I tell you, yes.
Don't come from me,
I'm pretty sure it was. I'm not gonna say it was Niram, but it was Niram. He's part of the reason why we ain't got no podcast. Hold the fuck on, nigga. Hold up.
They right though. They right. If I had to pick.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, so y'all can apologize to me by leaving a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts.
We're getting close to that 100. We might gonna have to have a giveaway or something. Keep saying that. We're gonna have to have a giveaway.
Yeah. So and follow us on that Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Black Love Matters. Remember, that's Black with no K. So, baby, you want to talk about it?
No.
The people got to know.
I know. I don't.
Speak your truth.
This is hard for me, y'all. We had an episode about being vulnerable and saying things. Like, when I go through things, I kind of like to keep them to myself, process them to myself. And once I process, move on like it ain't never happened. Like, that's my style, but I know that ain't the most appropriate way. So, first of all, I have to apologize for not having the last 2 shows, y'all. That was 100% Nyambi. It was not Niram. I just needed, space and time to process. I'm a little better, but I'm not 100%. As I said, Niram, he has been the GOAT. Period. So I feel like just thinking the Beyonce song Flaws and Alls. that has been me for the last like 72 hours, if not more. And I just appreciate Niram for that. I just been, I don't know. What would you say, Niram? Like just emotional?
Mm-hmm.
And you just stood right by me, like flaws and all. And I just love and appreciate you so much for that, right? So I want to, as you say, Niram say I don't show a lot of PDA, or I don't do a lot of outwardly expression for my connection and love and appreciation for him. So I hope this, by me saying this, shows that, Niram. Does that help?
Thank you, baby.
Oh, now he's skinning and grinning.
I'll accept your apology.
But now to get to the nitty gritty. Alrighty, so the job opportunity that I talked about earlier, y'all, that actually fell through. And I was hurt. Because it fell through due to a previous situation that I was in. Like, we haven't shared with you all yet because I'm still going kind of through like the legal process. Yes, the legal process, y'all. Y'all know Nyambi be a leaving lawyer and up. And the issues that I had kind of with my prior institution and job. And it kind of came back full circle that the current job really liked me. They wanted me. However, they did not want to kind of invest in me. I forgot. I'm trying to use the crafty cracker words they use.
Something about high profile or something.
Yeah, they feel as it would be too high profile for them to take on until it was completely settled. So, it was a hurtful thing, because it's this idea of not being able to move on, right? Mm-hmm. And being stuck in this limbo, in this transition, and not wanting to be it. And for folks who know me, I don't like to be stuck in transition and limbo. And I actually enjoy working, right? This is something I truly, truly enjoy. And not only that, y'all know I let the bot store go. So, and I had this, so I found out that the other job let me go like 2 days before I was supposed to leave, like my last day at the bot store. And every time I was going to go in the bot store, to be like, guess what? Maybe I can stick around. Like, I couldn't. Mm-hmm. Do you ever just been somewhere and you go to open your mouth and the words won't come out? Mm-hmm. So the first time I went, like, I almost just broke down in tears. Like, I can't do this shit no more. Like, I cannot continue to play with these motherfuckers. Like, I just had guests that day who basically called me a stupid black wench. Like, that's over coupons, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I cannot take this form of emotional abuse on top of the other stuff I'm going on, right? So if it was nothing going on in my life, they can call me as many black bitches and I decline as many coupons as possible. But the fact that I have kind of this prior situation going on, lost this other job, crafty crackers is being crazy. Like, it was just too much emotionally to go through, right? Mm-hmm. And so that happened. And then, like the last day I was going to go in, I don't know if I should I jump to that now? The last bot store chronicle, y'all. Because I don't know if I'm going back. If I go back, I need at least a month off. Mm. So it might be like, I'll call y'all in a month. Do you still need some help from Nyambi? I'll come on in. If you don't, all right, cool. But last bot store chronicle, y'all. So it's my last day of work. Everybody being ultra sweet. We busy as fuck, right? We busy as fuck starting at 9 a.m. Meanwhile, I done got there at 6. So I only got 3 hours to get my old lady gang crew together, flowering them, get them prepared to work. Because they're not used to working, right? They used to not working till about last 2 hours of their shift.
Right.
Because ain't nobody come in to the bot store during the week, just normally.
Right.
So I got to geek them up. Come on, flower. Get them in. Get flowers strapped to the wall. All that good stuff. My old ladies in. They got to go to the bathroom. Y'all done went to the bathroom. You done had your coffee. Y'all ready to go. So my manager, she keeps skinning and grinning all day. I'm like, damn, this bitch must be happy I'm leaving. Mm-hmm. But she was like, Nyambi, I know you. Y'all remember that black girl I was mentoring? They was like, we finally decided we're going to propose so-and-so under your recommendation. Do you want to give her the promotion before you leave today? Of course. Y'all know I love black girl magic and all things black. What did Issa say?
I'm rooting for anybody black.
Right. So if I'm going to leave, I want somebody in my space to be what?
Black.
Come on. So I'm like, of course. And they was like, well, you can do the honors. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm here to 3:00. So I'll either do it before 3:00 or when I don't care if I got to clock out and then come to it because it's just a quick conversation, right? I don't care. So my manager was like, okay, Nyambi, we're going to do it now. I'm looking like, ma'am, it's noon. These lines are repped all the way to health and fucking beauty, about to be down to the milk where the pork chops at. You want me to step off the sales floor to tell baby girl that she getting a 50-cent raise? No, like this is not. Mm-hmm. And then she's like, no, we just gonna do it and we figured it out. So I'm like, all right, damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, let me go back there. So we all walking back to the team lead office. I know something because everybody's just real quiet. I'm like, why is everybody acting so stupid right now? Right? But I thought it was just me.
They was acting
just stupid.
The normal?
Yes, like just very awkward. Like they didn't know where the office was. So they was like, lead the way, Nyambi. And I'm like, Y'all know where the office at? Like, was only one door to the back of the room, right? And I'm trying to walk quick so we can get our asses back out there, right? And so I'm walking back to the break room. And they was like, go ahead and open the door. I'm like, white people want us to do everything for them. Like, so I'm like, beep, beep. I'm putting in the code, opening it in. And I'm trying to have small talk with brown girl. Like, sis, you've been doing really good. I'm proud of you. Yeah. This is my last day. Let's exchange contact information. Now I be trying to leave on good basis to say, even if I ain't there, you can send me a text. We can communicate via text, right? I walked up in there and the first thing I seen was pink and blue balloons. I'm a Leo. I said, they ain't give me no balloons when they promoted me to a team lead. Because I'm a Leo. I said, they ain't give me no damn balloons. She ain't even the team lead. She the little assistant up there, right? And then they was like, surprise. That's not Yampi. What the fuck? Then I thought,
pin
I don't. Do it. Do the pin. Did y'all hear that? Drop it. And I'm like, surprised. I said, and then I'm going back in my head because, I've been an emotional wreck. So I lost my job. This opportunity fell through. I basically got 3 more hours left at the bot store, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm unemployed, basically, right? So my headspace isn't the right one. So I'm like, shit, did I done forgotten a potluck? Y'all remember that? Macaroni on Instagram. I said, was I supposed to bring some shit? Did I come in the wrong? How you interrupt something like, oh shit, I done messed up somebody else's shit. Yeah. Like, oh man, I done messed up somebody else's surprise. And they was like, Nayambi, it's for you. And I'm like, again, Leo, they throwing me a going away party. They sweet. Before that, I got mad because I was calling back up to the front lanes and half the sales floor is back here. So I'm saying, y'all niggas knew we needed backup. And everyone's back here eating cookies. But then I was like, oh, they being sweet. They threw me a party. But then I start looking around. Y'all, this is the final Bot Store Chronicle. I start looking around and I start noticing baby things. Strollers. What are those birds who bring? Storks. White babies, black babies, peas and pods.
Oh.
I said, what the fuck is going on?
Peas and pods.
I said, what the fuck is, I ain't saying that. And here come my fucking manager. See a speech. Nayambi, we know you're very private and we know it's your last day, but we just wanted to send you off with the proper bot store I'm trying not to say the name of the bus store with the farewell. Yeah. And we want to treat you how we treated everyone who came before you. And we know this is something you haven't shared before. We know we asked you and you said no, but you don't have to hide it from us anymore. This is your baby shower. Bitch. Wait, pause. Black Love Matters community. I'm not pregnant.
Are you?
No.
Oh.
Who the fuck told them I was having a baby? Just because a black person quits doesn't mean I'm knocked up. I think I told them I was leaving because of Niram, right? Because I always like to keep a foot in, right? Mm. I think I was like, I'm leaving because my partner got a job opportunity somewhere else and it ain't going to be feasible. That's what I told them. But they was like, we know we've asked and you said no, but you don't have to hide it from us. We're a family. They threw me a motherfucking baby shower, y'all. I'm not pregnant. And guess what? I didn't even tell them I wasn't pregnant. What was I supposed to do, Nero?
Tell them.
Say when. Because as soon as they say surprise, and if I would have been like, I'm not pregnant, I would have to walk directly out.
So what you do when they say surprise?
I started to cry. Y'all, I had a full out Viola Davis Fences cry. In that scene when Denzel tried her and she got the snot and the tears, as soon as my manager started speaking and it connected, the dots connected for all my black asses. I got all these degrees. It took that long to connect. Like a thermometer. I just started to cry. And this them white crafty crackers. Oh, Nayambi, you don't have to say a word. We knew you would love it. You're amazing. I'm not crying because of the fucking this shit. I'm crying because I'm emotionally done. Again, lost the job. Job fell through on some bullshit, on technicalities, on some previous shit I'm dealing through. I'm leaving y'all monkey ass. Guaranteed. I hate it, but at least it was guaranteed money. And then I'm going to come up in here and y'all go get throw me a baby shower. Meanwhile on the ranch, Nayambi done lost 100 pounds in the last 2 years. Y'all should see my collarbone. My collarbone does not say pregnant. So all these emotions, right? And I'm not a crier. Y'all have to know Nyambi is not a crier. Like, I am a stoic bitch, right? I would look, I'm a stoic motherfucker, right? I would look you straight in the eye and I would bite the tongue not to have the tears. I couldn't even hold it in no more. I just cried. And you know when you cry so much, you can't catch it. It was like an old school cry, like when you was a kid. I was like, because I was trying to get it out. I was trying to say, like, I'm not pregnant. Like, I was trying to like articulate that to them, right? And then here come all my coworkers. Nyambi, don't you say a word. Let it out, mama. It's okay, mama. And y'all know I got my older Latina women in there that I see as my abuelas too, right? They my grandmas. So here they come. They gonna come hold me in their arms tight, talking about, don't say a word, mama. It's okay, mamacita. Patting me. Look, that's them patting me. And by the time I done got myself composure to wipe my tears, I was like, y'all, I just have to say this. And then here come my manager. Nyambi, don't say a word. Don't say a word, Nyambi. You said it all. There's nothing to be said. And then guess what I said?
Okay.
Yep. And we commenced to have a full ass baby shower for some imaginary ass kids. And then y'all, again, this ain't no simple baby shower. So you would think at a box store, what they'll do, maybe get you some cookies, finger food from the frozen food section about to expire. And then maybe everybody go in with a little coin, you know, no more than $5 a person, right? On just a gift card, right?
Right.
If they did that, I could swallow it. These motherfuckers bought me a stroller.
That bitch is kind of fly too.
It is. And because, you know, we got the different teams in the store. So the folks who deal with the babies talking about, this is the best brand in the house. This can grow with your children. This would be the best brand. And they bought me all types of onesies and pacifiers and just baby shit. Everything. Bibs. That's how you know I don't deal with kids. I don't even know what the fuck to do with this shit. Teddy bears. Scary ass teddy bears look like Isabella. People knitted shit. And I tried again to be like, y'all, I have to tell you something. They said, don't say a word. Eat a cupcake. And then guess what the icing was? So I'm thinking just the ladies done did it. Here come all the men up because they was covering the floor. Guess they said, okay, well, it's time to eat. So again, y'all know what I'm thinking. We don't want on the floor. You know, when the food expire, you got to throw out, right? So you look for that expired food, and then what? We take that, and you just heat that shit up. We ain't gonna die, right? You know what I'm saying? We do that plenty of times, right? You get that expired ass food that's 1 day old, take it off the floor, and eat it, right? So I'm thinking we gonna have some expired cookies and some expired meatballs. They catered. Guess who paid for the catering?
Big fella.
Big motherfucking fella. God damn it. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do, Nero?
Tell them.
No. So they was like, all right. Well, and then folks, you know, my cashier who talk about Expecto Patrono, and it was your Patronus.
Yeah.
She made homemade fudge and she gave it to me. I couldn't eat it though because it looked like shit. I couldn't do it. I said, just put it over there.
It was all right.
It was all right because they sent all this shit home with me. People made cupcake, everything. So I was just emotionally drained. I've never seen no shit like this. It felt like I was an extra from like, I don't know if it was Punk'd or Saturday Night Live. But I tried twice to tell them like, I'm not pregnant. And they would not let me. They literally said, shut up, bitch.
Be quiet.
Be quiet and just take this. Because I think they were more shocked that I cried. Because like I said, that's not Nyambi's personality, especially for the crafty crackers, right? But they thinking it's because how beautiful they got the balloons. When I tell y'all they decorated.
Was it fly though?
It was nice. I was talking with Nia. It's better than some of my friends would do. Low key, fucking high key. They did that. They did that for it to be such a busy season, right? And for me, not only be there, I ain't been there under a year. What, 8-9 months?
Yeah.
For them to do all that. That showed me that I really did a lot of work there. But I just couldn't. I couldn't do it because Nira and my mom was like, "Well, just tell them you can be there now." I was like, "I cannot. I need at least to the first of the year off. Like, I need a good month off." And then I said after that month in January, February, if need be, I might call them back. But because of this, what I'm gonna say, ain't no baby. What am I supposed to do? So I just left. And so that was my last day of work. And now we're Monday. So, you know that giveaway we was talking about, y'all? I think that's what we're going to do, a nice giveaway. So if y'all know people with kids or about to have a kid, y'all be on the lookout. I think we might have to do that. We either going to do that or like donate. I don't know what to do, Nero. What do we do, Black Love Community? I can't tell them. I already made up in my mind. That's something I have to go to the Lord. I have to go to the Lord and say, Lord, I'm sorry. But I just could, because it brought them joy. You ever seen joy in other people's face?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it wouldn't have hurt me. It would have hurt them to be like, nah. When I tell you they were so fucking happy, you would have thought I was about to bust my legs open right there and birth the black baby.
They were so proud.
They were so proud. And then I'm get to thinking, from working in office environments, I don't want to be the one to fuck it up for everybody, right? Mm-hmm. So this is the tradition, right? And so next time somebody else got a baby, they gonna be like, is they really having a baby? I ain't putting in no money for this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now the tradition gone. So it was so many levels to this, y'all. And I could not come up on this podcast and function. So, you know, in a matter of like 48 hours, I went from having 2 jobs to no jobs and being pseudo pregnant with all this baby shit and not knowing the fuck I'm doing. And I just needed a motherfucking moment to regroup and to pray and cry and to cry and pray. I couldn't even go to church on Sunday because I was going to go in there and cut crazy. Like, I just had to call this whole weekend a bust and drink too much wine, sleep too much, cry, pray, cuss, all that. And today, Monday, I'm starting fresh. I'm going to try to start fresh. I can't guarantee I ain't going to cry, cuss, and fuss no more. But, child. Nero, what's your thoughts?
So, a couple things.
I done did a lot, didn't I? That's a lot. So, all that done happened, y'all, in the last, like, 3-4 days.
Yeah. So, a couple things. Let's start at the baby shower. So, Nyambi texts me and was like, they throw me a baby shower.
Can I talk about Nia and Niram shady ass? Before you tell your side? So, I told Niram this and when I came home, and I was telling him, like, the complete story. Y'all know what the fuck Niram asked me? He said, well, are you pregnant? Motherfucker. You be the pappy. Why would I tell Bot Store before I tell you?
Because you know y'all Leos. Y'all
shady.
Leos.
Second shady point. Nia, I know you're listening. I done told Nia what happened. I ain't told none of my friends, right? I only done told a handful of people. I done told Nero, my mama, and Nia, right? And y'all the only one, right? I done told Nia the story. He go quiet on the phone. What? I done finished telling Nia the story. This is what I hear after Nia. Nia ain't one lost for words. This is all I hear. And then what's Nia's first question? What's Nia's first question?
Are you?
I'm not. Why wouldn't I tell one of my best friends? Why wouldn't I tell y'all? Why wouldn't I tell my man? And why wouldn't I tell my best friend? Why? What type of bitch do y'all place me for?
Because you're a Leo.
What does that mean?
Hey, Leos are habitual liars.
So you think I'm going to go to the Bot Store
and B,
all these days and share with them I'm having a black baby, but when I come home with you wearing oversized shirts?
Peep this. And then also Leos, y'all be holding all those damn secrets.
So I'm a liar and a secret keeper?
You be keeping all those secrets. So that's the thing. You be like, well, I ain't want to tell you because I'll freak you out because you know I'm going through this. But I slipped up and said it at the Bot Store.
And they heard me.
And they heard you. So I had to ask. With my friends and family, you got to ask direct questions. Oh my God. Nyambi, are you pregnant?
Then I almost started crying then. Didn't I? Yes. I was like one breath from crying.
Nyambi, are you pregnant? I need to know. These niggas and threw me a baby shower.
And then
pregnant?
Is you pregnant?
No, nigga. I have to make sure.
So both of them being disrespectful. And meanwhile, they know I'm fragile. They know I'm on the edge. And they had the nerve to fix their mouth to say that.
So she come home. So I'm thinking like, all right.
And last thing from the Bot Store. The other thing I didn't want to bring it up because then they had to get to the case. Well, who the fuck started the rumor? Because you have to get to that, right?
Yeah.
You have to get. Who said that? Who said that? That's like the housewife. Who said that? Mm-hmm. With Portia. Who said that?
I told you should have got better fitting clothes working at the Bot Store.
I do wear baggy clothes at the Bot Store so much so when they see me out of my Bot Store gear, they say, you don't even look the same. Like, who are you? Mm-hmm. When they don't see me in my Bot Store gear. Go ahead, Nero.
So she come home, and I'm thinking this is like a bag or two. This girl got like 8 different bags full of shit. I'm talking gift cards. I'm talking cards. I'm talking onesies, towels, It was this one fly ass onesie outfit.
It's some of the stuff is flying. I'm keeping when I have my child.
It's the one. It got the onesie. It got the matching bib, the matching shoe, the matching
and
hat,
shorts. Come on,
the matching like hand gloves.
I was like, come on, and that was from the nursery crew. The folks who work in. You could tell the folks who worked in the baby section because they came correct.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So she come home with all this stuff, and I'm like, what the fuck? So we got about $500, probably a little bit more than that of baby clothes just here.
Yeah. Stroller
and shit. It's a fly stroller.
It's a nice stroller.
It ain't the Jeep one I wanted, but it's fly.
They don't sell Jeep. Only Jeep sell Jeep.
Oh.
So go ahead.
I know. I just want to bring it up. Like I know that these past couple of days has been trying for you, and I completely understand, and I hope the listeners can understand and show some sympathy as well. Just to say, like, you lost it. You lost your job, and you lost 2 jobs in a matter of 72 hours.
Yeah.
One you already had quit because you was moving on to the other one.
I don't know if I can do the box story, y'all.
And the other one fell through. So just imagine like the feelings, hurt, shame, and defeat you had to go through.
Yeah.
To go through that,
because of previous shit, right?
Yeah.
Previous shit that you're trying to get resolved and mediate and navigate through, like. Oh, I can't wait till all this stuff is done so I can just have a whole episode and lay this all out for y'all. But it's just been draining, and I'm gonna remain steadfast and thoughtful and prayerful and know that everything happens for a reason. And today Monday, so I'm gonna get back on the grind. First I'm going to see my therapist, honey. Okay. So I'm going to see my therapist, and then probably I might not have no time Monday, but Tuesday I'm definitely going to just start applying to jobs and just take my time and see where I end up for a month. And then if I don't have any good leeways or anything in the next month, I'll just have to eat some humble pie and go back to that box store. That's why you leave in good standing, right?
Calling all niggas with third eyes.
Yeah.
Open them up for Nyambi.
Yeah, but I need at least a month off in the box. Like I cannot play with the box store during this season. Like I cannot play with them during this fourth quarter. That I would be fired. And maybe the Lord was looking out because he know. Mm-hmm. So I can't play with them at least to mid-January. Mm-hmm. And, like I said, if I don't have any leeways or something happen, like I said, I'll eat that humble pie. And around after MLK, I'll call them and say, whatever happened didn't work through. If you have any space or if you need any extra help, I'm always here. Mm-hmm. I left in good standing, so, I can always go back.
Yeah, and also like, baby, I got you. Hell, I'll pick up a third job if I need to.
Thank you, baby. The thing is, I don't mind working. Nyambi actually don't mind working. So, I believe in working.
Absolutely. So this is the thing about Nyambi, because I was trying to have this conversation with her on Sunday. Like, I know you're going through some stuff, and you need something that you can do that does not require my power. Yeah. And actually, you need something that's gonna like just put your mind on autopilot. So one of the things I was telling Naomi, like for example, like when I'm going through some things, you're like, Niram, go run, I'm gonna need you to do 3 things: get on that treadmill, get on that bike, or go run. I surely do. And like that's my thing that I go to, and I enjoy it, and that's like one of the hobbies that I got because I'm a serial hobbyist. Mm-hmm. But Naomi ain't got no hobbies.
Don't do me like that.
You don't.
I am. I think I get that from my father. He's a Virgo, and we definitely are workaholics. Like the work I try to do, I try to love what I do and do what I love, right? So when I do work, it doesn't feel like work. This is the first time in years, like going to the box store, I'm like, oh shit, this work. Like I've never had jobs where it's like, oh, 5 o'clock, clock out, go home. Mm-hmm. Like I've always had jobs where it kind of intermingled into my life, right? So this idea of simply, I know we call it the 9-to-5 warriors, but my jobs was never 9 to 5. Mm-hmm. It was always, sometimes you do on the weekend, sometimes you do, late night programming. It was that, right? It was a lot more fluid in my life. And if I needed time off, I would just take off during the day and go in the evening, right? So that was like kind of what I did. And now going through what I'm going through, it has been a shift to say when that's been stripped away from me, right? Mm-hmm. And not being able to go back into that field until, everything is mediated is just hard. Because, we got to live. We got to survive. We got to have some type of income. And it's just, it's hard. So this idea of having, like a box store job, right? Where it's like, this is your work, honey. And then when you come home, you have to have something else to do. That's a new concept for me, right? Because, working in the more academics, it's more intermingled. Right? Mm-hmm. So going to hear Harry Belafonte speak, that might be part of my job. but I don't consider that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't work to me. That's amazing, right? That's cultural enrichment. And, I'm used to that type of work environment, not where big fella and me running from rats and, people having sex on table. Like, I'm just not. Or people cussing me out because you can't get $10 off. Like, it's two different realms, right?
And I get that, but I think at this trying state of your life, like, you need something. And Naomi need a hobby, y'all. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Naomi has no hobbies.
I don't. The podcast.
Like I said, Naomi has no hobbies.
The podcast.
So I was trying to have this conversation with her on Sunday. So, like, what do you like to do, Naomi? Like, do you like puzzle? Let's start.
Oh, this nigga tried. He talking about I'm gonna get you a Barack and Michelle puzzle. for fucking who?
You.
I am not a 5-year-old. What do you mean?
Shit, we got to start small. So I asked you if you like crosswords and Sudoku.
No.
And you said no. What's the shit, nigga? You like puzzles?
No. I don't think so.
Well, hell, I'm gonna get you one. You gonna
one of them babies are gift cards.
And you gonna sit your ass down here. You gonna play with this puzzle.
I can't believe they threw me a motherfucking baby. Do I look pregnant?
No.
They tried me.
So this is the thing I'm telling you. You need a hobby. You need something other than working TV that can occupy your mind. Like, do you like knitting? Like what?
I don't know how to knit.
Like, what do you like?
People. I like things. What we say again? Oh, the Whoopi Goldberg. I like things.
Nah, nigga. You need a hobby.
Yeah.
You like gaming? You wanna
No.
play on my Switch?
No.
Play Mario Kart?
No. I like candles.
Candles can't be no.
I like cooking.
Can you making?
Cooking. No, I'm not doing that, honey.
Candle
Reminds
making?
me of slavery.
Oh my God. So this is the shit I'm going through, y'all. Is that Naomi has no hobbies.
I like cooking. Cooking's an expensive hobby, though.
Like I said, she has no hobbies.
Cooking is a hobby. I do enjoy cooking.
Well, when you gonna cook a brother something?
You really gonna do that now? I didn't cook this whole weekend. Niram almost lost his mind. He didn't even know what to do. He came up to me Sunday morning and was like, so we gonna eat? I said, I don't give a fuck what you eat. I think I told you I can eat ramen noodles.
I can't eat no damn ramen.
I said, no, that sodium. Sugar with a gallon of water.
You can be dry.
I know.
So
all right, y'all. So that's gonna be the goal. We ain't gonna drag this out. I don't want to bring the energy of the show down, but I'm gonna work this week. I go see my therapist today, and I just gotta wrap my head around this, and I'm gonna find some hobbies. But now I'm so focused on finding my job. Right? I think I only can maybe get out one more week before I can jump into job because it's slow season, right? Because all Americans go on hiatus for 2 weeks before and after Christmas. So I need to get these job applications in. So at the first of the year, folks looking at them. Because I need a job by MLK.
So here's the other thing about Naomi that y'all don't know. She's a constant worrier.
Yeah.
So Naomi needs something to worry about. And I told her that can't be her hobby no more.
Shut up.
Because even when she had a job, she was still worrying about something else. So
yeah,
you got to find something else, baby. And I know that's easier said than done. But first things first, let's get you a fucking hobby.
Obey your thirst.
Let's get you a hobby.
So you think I should find a hobby before I find a job?
Yes.
That sounds real nigga rich.
Because that hobby gonna outlast any other job you ever get.
Again.
Shit.
And this time I ain't quitting no job. I'm gonna have to just call in when I'm at my new job. I'm like, I won't be in. I'm using the sick day. All right, so that's just kind of a summary as much as I can tell y'all what's been going on with me. And again, my apologies for that short notice on having last week's podcast canceled, but I just had to take some time and space for me. But can y'all believe that baby shower shit? We gonna figure out what we gonna do with this. Would y'all would have told him you weren't pregnant?
I would have. I told you that was your time.
I couldn't.
That was your time to have your breakdown and have a good ass monologue.
But what do you do? So then, okay, but then see they crafty. Then they were like, well, bitch, can you come work tomorrow? Look at me.
No.
Look,
I quit.
But I thought you said that's my monologue to come back.
Still, it's up to you. That would have been your time for a monologue.
To say what?
To talk about all the systematic racism that's going on in the world.
What?
And
oh, no.
Yes.
That ain't their place. They don't even know what's going on.
Your current situation, your past situation.
They don't know about all that.
The way you done lost this weight over these past couple of years, you got this collarbone showing.
Did you say that a weight? Yo, you stupid. That's petty.
Do you see these collarbones? Do these collarbones look like a collarbone of a pregnant woman? Look at them. Look.
Y'all don't understand. I worked hard to get this weight up off me. And they don't have nerve to me.
Look at it. Look at these collarbones.
And then on top of that, Niram talking about when I bring up kids, Niram talking about we can't have kids for 6 months.
No, we can start having a conversation.
Oh, my bad.
About kids.
Oh, I'm sorry.
In about 6 months.
Oh, I'm sorry. Clarify.
I had to clarify. I ain't said we can have kids in 6 months.
Oh.
We can start the conversation.
Oh, you see, I even clear
about having kids in 6 months.
You woke up then.
Yeah, absolutely right.
And it made me kind of sad because I was like, oh, I could go for a black baby.
And here comes Nias. Well, I got all this baby shower stuff, so why not, Nero? Let's go ahead and just have a kid now. No.
Well, I thought it was the Lord speaking.
Right. Talking about, well, that can be my hobby. No, nigga, they grow up. That ain't no hobby.
They get another one.
You can have another one. No.
I know some of y'all done did that.
I need you to have a hobby. I need you to go to Toastmasters. Why don't you go back into AKA? Why don't you go back to your sorrows?
Why you putting my organization on?
You already put your sorrows out there. So why don't you go back to your sorrows? Why don't you go do something?
You know Founders Day is coming up.
Shit. You need a
going there with all that white,
hobby.
Honey.
Put your white on. Do your secret handshake.
I guess.
Say the password.
You say the password and sing that hymnal.
and sing that hymnal.
See the green light.
Right.
I guess.
And go with your sorrows and go do something.
AKA ain't a cheap hobby, honey.
Hey. Come on. You got to start somewhere.
Come on.
Shit.
Shout out to all the Divine Nine. It is not a cheap hobby.
For sure, ain't.
All right, that's enough of me, but I just wanted to give y'all kind of what was going on in me. You know, we got to be transparent and upfront. And like I said, as everything develops and unfolds more, and really when everything's done, I'm probably going to just have a whole podcast where I just break it down to y'all, like what's been going on and all that good stuff. But I just had to, you know, be upfront and say where we were and where I'm at and where my headspace is at. Nearums.
Oh, okay. Let me see what time.
Oh, did you have anything else to say about that? Or
I know you're going through stuff. You know, I know this is gonna be a rough. You know, I know this is a rough patch, but you know, I got you. Like I said,
no,
I'm looking for a third job.
I keep it in perspective, right? It's people who lost their homes, sickness, a lot. Like I know I'm still blessed, right?
Yeah,
you know, I'm still blessed and highly favored. So.
I'm
gonna be okay. I just need to be in my feelings for this last week, and I'm slowly but surely, day by day, bounce back.
Even all the things that we've even been through.
Yeah.
We still haven't won for anything. So,
I know. But come on, when you think about the goodness of Jesus and all he's done for me. Ooh, my soul cries out. Ooh, come on. I will shout in this whole house. Come on now. I will. Y'all don't know how I do a praise break in a minute.
So,
praise is my weapon. Come.
We never wanted for anything. Even with all the things that's going on in our life, we never wanted for anything. We still, we still kept this house afloat. We kept everything.
It's the fucking house. Oh, I just said praise the Lord. Yeah. Next episode, we'll talk about the house. Yeah.
But we not sinking. We not even dog paddling. We still. I know. Making it work.
God is good. I know.
Like I said, I'll get a third job for you, baby girl.
Nearums. What's going on with you?
I just got a lot going on too. So, so while Nyambi is going through some of the worst days and trying periods of her life, I'm going through like some of the best days of my life.
He is, but I'm happy, right? It's almost like that idea of love, not falling in love at the same time. I don't know where we'll be if both of us was at the rock bottom, right? You need that other person to be moving forward, right? So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for the hope. Seeing you, every day is something amazing happening near him, and that gives me hope and inspiration and motivation. So I'm thankful for that. So don't try to dim your light because of what's going on with me. That motivates me.
Thank you, baby. So like I was telling y'all a couple episodes ago that I'm gonna be in like a major magazine from like my running and weight loss blog, and lately a couple other big name websites have reached out to me, wanting to do features for like their New Year's Eve, like New Year, New You, weight loss, healthy living type things and things of that sort. So. My blog and podcast is about to blow up. Like it's already
not about to. I would say it already has. You got a cute following. Yeah. You got a cute little following.
So it's about to blow up, and I think the thing is that I've been doing this since 2012, and I think the funny part is like I was in a little rut, and I was getting to the point where I was telling Naomi, it's like, well, I think I was just gonna go ahead and just let them go. Like,
and I said no.
So
I said, wait a minute.
So what's interesting is the day that I was going to tell Nyambi, like, you know what, like I'm done. I'm just going to work on Black Love Matters, and I'm gonna let go of the fitness blog and things of that sort and let it go.
And Nyambi was anti that.
A magazine reached out to me, and said, hey, we want to do an interview with you and things of that sort. So it just showed that, it was meant to be and was meant for me to do this, and that whole notion of like, don't quit before the miracle happens.
Ooh. Don't quit until the miracle happens.
Mm-hmm. So, during this whole past, week or so, I've been doing a lot of things that I had in mind, but I didn't do yet. So, working on a new logo design, which I think is pretty damn fly. Building me another website. And the thing is, like, I build multiple websites. I build in my sleep, but when it comes to like building my own shit, like I'm the biggest critic and biggest critic ever.
He is, honey. Oh, he gets on my nerves with that.
And it's so hard for me to, like, as a creative, like, to build something for myself and be like this is me.
This is good, yeah.
So,
and it's like you don't understand that it's a website, so it's fluid, right? So it might look like that this month, but in 6 months to a year, you don't have to. Right. But at this moment, this is good. Mm-hmm. This is the best it can be, and done is better than incomplete.
Yeah,
done is better than perfect.
So, and that's the thing. Like the clock is ticking because the magazine comes out December 26th. Like that's the day the magazine comes out. So I'm just working on getting the website done. I got the logo design done. And I also hired a publicist for the health and fitness side. I don't know if she's going to see. I'm going to see if she can do a little bit for Black Love Matter too since I'm paying her this good little money. But everything is starting to fall in place. Everything's just starting to fall in place with everything that's going on with with my health and fitness blog and weight loss blog and my podcast and things of that sort. And, when it's all said and done at the beginning of the year, I'm having a nice little run. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Like
you're gonna share it with our Black Love Matter community explicitly. I think a lot of folks know, but explicitly.
I'll share it explicitly.
You should. I think you should.
But I think I'm gonna have a nice little run. I'm gonna be in a magazine. I'm gonna be in at least right now 2 major websites. Nice. I'm gonna have the new website. I'm gonna have the new logo. So I'm gonna have a nice little run there, and I even got this PR/agent person. So I think it's going to be a nice little run.
I'm claiming.
Okay. Well, it's going to be a nice little run for me in the new year. And hopefully that's going to lead to some speaking engagements and some endorsement deals. And
oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's why I got to calm down on saying CC all the time. Shit.
I mean, but what I said, let's be clear, that is a Nyambi trademark. Because Nyambi don't got a motherfucking thing to lose. I believe in a crafty cracker, but let's be clear, I'm equal opportunity. There are nifty niggas out there. So.
Hold up. I said, hold up. You know what? They come, I stop all this shit.
You stupid. No, but I think we made it clear. We crafty crackers. I'm not talking about, and again, make it clear that's Nyambi's word. Mm-hmm. I'm not talking about all white people. All white people not crafty, but it is a population that is very crafty. Mm-hmm. And if they woke and white, they understand who the crafty ones is. Because a lot of times it's their aunties, uncles, or grandmas. Just like us, we love our people, right? But we got some nifty ass niggas in our family that you bet not leave your purse around, right? Because they're nifty.
They are nifty.
And your identity will be stolen, okay?
That cash will be gone.
So it's just being self-aware and acknowledging it, right? Yeah. So,
and that's one of the things that...
let's be clear. I ain't being funny.
When I have a meeting with my PR person, just to figure out how to... I feel like this has been like one of the battles that I've been battling with, like from the beginning, like with the Black Love Matters and the health and fitness one, is that the populations are 2 different populations.
Yeah, everything ain't for everybody.
Yeah, everything ain't for everything, but everybody was trying to figure out how to mend it together.
You want to merge them.
You're not even merging, but just to know that, like,
interchangeable.
Yeah, whoever I'm there, I'm here too. It's just all part of me. And just saying, like, this is like the rawest, unadulterated, filtered part of me versus the health and fitness,
it's too sad. I don't think crafty crackers play into the context of we're talking about running.
Right.
Well, never mind.
No.
That's why I'm not. Well, this is the only Nyambi y'all got to worry about. It ain't no other podcast. This just me.
Right. So, but I think that's one of the things that's, interesting when you have like a brand with that and then you start like a new endeavor.
I mean, I don't think it's a separate part of you. I mean, I don't think it's a different you. I think it's just a different chunk of who you are, right? Yeah. Remember how you said I don't have no hobby? Maybe when I get into my hobby, I might have a different part of Nyambi. But this
your hobby.
Just shut up. I mean, I don't think you have to worry as much as I think you're overthinking it, right? But because I think some of the folks who listen to your other podcasts, some of them probably listen to alt-writers, right?
Yeah,
so it's just,
So, I just think that's all interesting. And it's going to be a nice little roller coaster that's going to happen at the beginning of the year, especially with me, this magazine dropping. I'm going to have to do a giveaway with signed copies of the magazine.
We're going to send with the pacifiers. No, but for real, though, if y'all know organizations or people who are maybe in need, let us know. Because this is not going to go to waste. Like, I even was thinking about that. Like, I cried, but this ain't going to go to waste. We're going to give this to a family, somebody who's in need. So that's what we plan on giving it to. So it ain't going to go to waste. So everything always comes full circle and we good.
Even y'all, like listeners, like if y'all going through some stuff and y'all got a family and your baby daddy ain't acting right,
come
or your
on,
baby
let us know.
Ain't acting right, like
let me
reach out to us because we got a lot. We got all this baby shit.
Yeah.
That we can box up and send to your ass.
Yeah, I agree.
That we ain't gonna use.
Well, it is a few outfits I'm keeping.
Okay, I know it's a few outfits that you are keeping. I just want to
be clear.
I know. So we're not gonna give you everything because there's some things that Naomi wants to keep for a baby that we don't even have or is not even baking right now. Right now, what they say,
not even glimmer in the eye.
I knew your daddy before you even like glimmer in his eye. Like, I don't even think the baby's even a glimmer in my eye yet. And Naomi already told me I'm going to keep this outfit. I said, well, it's going to be dated. She said, no, this is going to be fly.
It is going to be classic.
Yeah, so, if just going back to that, if you know a family in the need, just shoot us an email. And
someone who's pregnant or something, let us know.
Yeah, just shoot us an email. And I think that'll be a good blessing just to
somebody,
turn something that's tragic or...
As Niram and Nias said, comical.
It was comical.
It's not funny.
The thing is, it was so tragic you had to cry. For real though, just to turn a situation that was like tragic to you to something that can be a blessing to somebody else.
Absolutely,
I think that's dope. So what you want to talk about? Well, but as far as that, like, last thing before, if we want to move on to some other stuff, I don't know if we want to cut it short. We already at like an hour in.
We could do a little bit of quick pillow talk, just so we can be a little normal. Sorry that's so long. I just feel like I just had to be transparent what's going on. I didn't want to have that held on my spirit. So Wednesday, I ain't talking about that bullshit no more, y'all. Moving on. But go ahead.
I think I confirmed that I'm vegan.
Okay.
So going through all this stuff, like I was telling Naomi, it was like, well, babe, we got to get something to eat. So I was like, well, we're going to go to this Cracker Barrel and we're going to go to this
we should have stock in Cracker Barrel
barbecue shop. Yeah. And she's like, well, be mindful of what you wear. And I'll say, well,
and I told him, like, I stood in and be like, maybe Cracker Barrel, you can get a cute salad, but the barbecue place, they don't, I think everything, nothing vegan, not even a coleslaw.
No. But I was like, I've been doing this vegan stuff for like, 3-4 months now. And I'm to the point now where it's like, I pick and choose. Like, all right, I don't know if I'm going to be 100 full-blown vegan all my life or just throughout the days. Like, I might be at the point where I'm not vegan on the weekends, like, or whatever.
Yeah.
So just trying to, like, figure that out. So, we got some barbecue stuff. Well, first we got the Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel was cool.
Cracker Barrel breakfast is the shit. I don't care what nobody say.
It is lit. And then we had the barbecue spot, and
because I refused to cook, like
Naomi wasn't cooking.
I was not given anything this
and
weekend.
then the thing is, like, the energies in the house was all messed up. But I was like, well, I got a final, and I'm working on this website. I came to the point, it's like, well, I can't stop and cook either, so we just gotta go out and get something. So I make my plate. I got a couple rib bones, and I'm eating it, and I look at Naomi, I said, you know what, it's not really doing it for me.
It didn't do it. Yeah,
it didn't do it with me. It didn't sit right in my stomach. Yeah. And then the thing is, what did it for me? The vegetables, the collards, and the beans, and the other sides.
Yeah.
But the meat, it really didn't do it.
Actually, it ain't do that much for me either. Like, it was good. Like, I want to be clear. This is good barbecue.
Yeah,
right?
This is one of the best barbecue shops in New England.
I mean, I ain't saying that much.
It really not, but it is the best in New England.
Yes, it's good. It's good. It's quality. Like, I would recommend people would like it. I mean, so you know what your lifestyle calling is, right?
Yeah, but it really wasn't doing it for me. And I was a little sad there. Like, oh, man.
I guess satiate you. Yeah.
I guess I am on this vegan lifestyle. This vegan curious lifestyle.
Well, it look like you like the fish though, so maybe more of a pescatarian.
I might have to be a pescatarian. I don't know, but you gotta watch that mercury.
Yeah, you gotta watch that fake tilapia. I don't know what tilapia is.
And you know that. Don't forget about that GMO salmon.
Oh my god!
That the FDA approved, and that shit was on the news, and it just disappeared. So they up in there, they growing them fishes.
You right.
So you gotta watch that GMO salmon. So you got a lot of stuff going on, and it's like, at one point, what do you pick? Because we all gonna die one day.
Yeah, I think this is where me and Nia be talking about. We really identify. I think the importance is having variety in your diet. So I think it's more of like a variety, trying to eat as clean as possible, and just I think that's what's important. And variety, not even mean eating all types of meat. So eating a variety of vegetables, and I think that's what's important, right?
Yeah.
Even me and Nia be teasing, even a mixture of organic, non-organic, just to keep your body.
Yeah, just the body altogether. So I think that really hit me. Like, it's meat.
But it never hurt to eat a lot of vegetables, Sonny. That don't hurt nobody.
But hell, I never seen nobody get fucked up about no vegetables.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Like, so I'm just going through that, especially like with me, running and cycling and, just getting all this other stuff going on. Just trying to figure out what diets best fits me. Mm-hmm. So that's what we got going on. You want to do a little pillow talk or you want to close it out?
No, let's do a little pillow talk. Let's get the folks a little something now. We ain't had to do our whole little thing. So pillow talk. So Conyers has retired. Franken, I'm gonna say Frankenstein. What's his name?
Franken.
What am I thinking? Franken is out, but Roy is in. What type of bullshit is this?
What the fuck is Roy? Let me Google.
You know that? Oh, you don't know who Roy? Yes, you do. That one who admitted to sleeping with them young girls.
Oh,
I shouldn't say in, but he said he fucking running.
This nigga still Roy Moore?
Yes. What the fuck he said? It ain't just the. He said I'm still running for Senate. So y'all, as y'all know, Ron Conyers, John Conyers stepped his ass down. He was getting old though.
He was from Detroit, right?
Yeah, you know John Conyers. Yeah, I don't think that was a new allegation, maybe to the public, but nope, I'm already done. So he retired, and then Al Franken stepped down. Did you hear Al Franken's shady speech?
What did he say?
He'd be like, whoever was offended, basically, I said what I said. I don't remember shit. Good luck, bitches. But the thing is, why is Roy still what's going on with that bullshit, right?
Because he white and he a man.
Franken is white and a man.
But he Democrat. Was he Democrat?
Yeah, he a Democrat from Minnesota.
Well, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. John Conyers and Al Franken, we losing folks on our fucking did this sound petty? We need as many votes as we can. We don't, you know what I'm saying? We don't need these open ass seats right now.
Sure don't.
Can we suspend them and put them? They can be on no committees or something. But we need their votes. This is trying times, right?
Yeah, it is.
And then this Roy person got the nerve to still go to vote and still look like he got a chance in the polls. That's crazy.
Well, my question: whatever happened to Donald Trump's sexual harassment?
Near him.
What?
They've gotten paid and have signed an NDA, and they're on an island somewhere. That's where the fuck them bitches at.
Fuck it,
and honestly, I don't blame them. I don't blame them women.
I gotta step out. Somebody in Congress sexually harassed me too.
Shut up, Nero. We need as many votes as we can get.
And they a Republican white man.
Which one? Diss me now. Speak on it. But I just felt a certain type of way about that, right? Mm-hmm. So as Democrats, I'm saying I'm in the Senate too. They were so quick to hound on him. These, Conyers and Franklin, whatever his name is, to get out of there. Where's their fucking pizzazz when it comes to the Republican Party? Right? Mind you, the Republicans didn't cross over and be like, the Democrats need to get their shit together, right?
No.
The Democrats was like, no, they need to go.
You know why?
We're not thinking strategic. They're not thinking in political framework, right? Or can we do this a little closer to the elections? Is there a way? I want to make it clear. What these men did, I wasn't there, but if they did what their accusations did, that's wrong, right? Mm-hmm. But how do we be strategic? I remember taking different ethics and moral class. So when do we do for the greater of the person, greater for the people? Mm-hmm. And it might be for the greater good of the people
to keep their ass around.
At least to the next cycle. Like, that's what I'm saying. They couldn't be like, as of the next election cycle, I'm stepping down.
Right.
I just worry about this, especially with like all these tax reforms. You know, they're going to bring that wall shit back up. Like, we need as many supporters and allies as we can. And like I said, let's be clear. If they did that, when it is wrong, but fuck.
It is. It's really fucked up.
And then we're going to turn around. And if we going to, you know, if we counting sin and we doing oppression Olympics, Roy was fucking with underage people. Mm-hmm. At least these women that Conyers and Al Franken was grown women, right? We're doing an oppression Olympics, right?
Right.
He's considered a pedophile.
Right. Pedophilia and shit.
Yeah. And he's still able to run for office. It's crazy. And it's very hard for me to articulate this. I think exactly, especially as like a black feminist, it's very hard for me to be like, damn, you know, white bitches be doing everything. Be ruining everything. Be ruining everything.
Yeah, they do be ruining everything.
So I'm just having a lot of mixed emotions about it. I'm still processing. Again, I want to be clear. What they did is not right. But when do we think strategically and politically? What is the smartest political move here? Like, we're trying to get this Donald Trump impeached. Like, you know, why aren't the Democrats on asses like that? Yeah. I need the Democrats just as vocal they are about them too. I need them to be about Donald Trump just as that. What's that white man who be running them commercials?
I know.
That's why I need to see if they hire him. And he be like, we got to get him impeached as soon as possible. That white man is standing firm in that, okay? Mm-hmm. I need to dig more into him. He need to run for office because he is steadfast. He is unfazed by any other allegations that flies out. No. Every comment or anything they throw at him, he always goes back to what?
Impeach Trump.
He could be talking about as the sky blue.
Impeach Trump.
And he used his own money. So I don't know him. I just set a little different with me.
It's a lot going on, especially like, yes, I'm confirming it was wrong. I agree with Naomi, it was wrong. But also the statute of limitations. Like some of this shit happened like 20, 30 years ago. So
it's not no statute of limitation on sexual assault, is it?
No.
Should it be?
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. But you know, and I understand like somebody having to like pay for what they did.
Yes.
Like, but does it have to be in the public?
Yeah, this public prosecution is a different level, right?
Yeah, this whole drag culture is not.
How many times does someone has to be prosecuted for one crime? Yeah, I don't know.
So I think that's more or less.
Especially when a woman come out, I don't want him fired. Well, bitch, why did you come out?
Right.
What did you think? If you didn't want him fired, you maybe should have hired a lawyer and went quietly to his lawyer. Mm-hmm. If you didn't want him fired, you shouldn't have went on Good Morning America.
True that.
So I just don't know. Like I said, you know, thank God, you know, I've never been a victim of, you know, sexual assault or anything like that. So I can imagine what they're going through. But it's something, we're going to have to flesh this out. We're going to have to unpack this more as a culture in a community if we're really going to work through this, right? So I think I've said this before. So do we consider folks who commit sexual assaults and rapes, can they be rehabilitated? Mm. And if they are rehabilitated, what does that look like? And what does kind of forgiveness of that look like? Are they ever forgiven for that?
Also, this other thing is like,
just like a thief, right? Thief can be rehabilitated, right? Yeah. And forgiven and moved on, and felonies have expiration dates, right? All this stuff. Mm-hmm.
And I think another thing is that with so much going on, you don't know if it's like sexual assault versus sexual harassment.
Those two different things.
Both of them are, you know, unwanted, but
they're levels.
You know, a motherfucker being like,
you got a fat ass
at work.
Yeah. And literally grabbing, and yes, those two different things.
Yeah. And I think
words and actions are two different things.
I think niggas getting drugged for everything. Sexual harassment, sexual assault.
Catcalling, breathing, yeah. I'm waiting for them to start get their first woman up on there. Mm-hmm. And I want to see what the feminists say then. Because we be sexual assaulting too and harassing.
Yes, y'all do.
We do. Has there any women been caught on it yet?
No, not yet. Because there was a couple women in my old job was talking about this man's peen every time he walked by.
I think women have just a little more discretion than men, so it'll be a little harder to catch us. Mm-hmm. But women do it too. And when is that going to happen? When is it going to come forward that a man says this woman
was sexually assaulted or sexually harassed?
Because this happens. Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
It does. I was we had a party when we had that little party here.
What?
Not party.
Wait, you about to come out? What is happening?
No,
Oh.
I'm not coming out. There ain't nothing to come out for.
Oh, I didn't know what you was about to say. I thought about to whoop bitch.
I'm just
What happened?
What you talking about? I have been sexually assaulted by a congressperson who's probably
Shut
a Republican.
up. You said probably a Republican white man. Shut up. Don't play like that.
I'm willing to sign a DNA.
A DNA. Niggas lying. That's how you know a nigga lying. I'm willing to sign a DNA. A DNA?
NDA.
Okay.
And I'm willing to be on an island.
Just lying.
What I got to do.
Mm-hmm.
No, but you remember the game night we had? And one of our friends brought over their little friend.
Did you say
little friend? You know, like
their partner?
Yeah, her partner.
Somebody was dating.
And she's a
no, someone told us. It's Brianna. Didn't she tell us the terms? Who was it? One of our listeners.
Situationship.
Yeah, they in a situationship, I would say.
So their situationship came to the game night, and she's like a flight attendant.
Yeah.
And, you know, she was talking about how, you know, niggas is thirsty. But she was also saying how the chicks are thirsty, too. Like,
absolutely.
Because
we can't hide from this.
Finding a straight flight attendant.
Guy?
Yeah, a straight guy flight attendant.
Because usually the guys are pilots. Yeah. And them thoughts, too. Mm-hmm. I heard their real thoughts.
So she was talking about all the times, like, women just be grabbing on dudes' ass or grabbing on their penis or, like, slipping phone numbers to them or
I'm
all
sure.
sorts of other shit.
I'm sure. Don't put Nyambi on the trial. Because I'm like, yeah, she did it. Because I think back to me and my girlfriends, we done did our fair share at the clubs too. Mm-hmm. Okay? Y'all just take it differently.
Just saying, rape culture is
rampant.
Prevalent.
It's rampant through everybody.
Everybody.
Right? Everybody been touched by it or exposed to it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm waiting for the women to come out. It's gonna be something too. Do you think that's gonna be where everything gonna start quiet down? Mm-hmm. Once the woman when the guy come up like, this woman did X, Y, and Z to me. Mm-hmm. It just completely different. Remember her saying he wanted it. It was her. I don't remember. It wasn't memorable. Look, it would get shady. It wasn't memorable.
I was thinking about that one time.
At Bandcamp?
No.
Okay, what happened? Shout out to American Pie.
When I told you should have filed a report.
We're not going to do this. You can maybe tell the story.
I'll tell it.
You tell the story. I ain't telling the story.
So Naomi was telling me, I was like, Nero, I'm really losing weight. I said, yeah. And she said, well, how? Like, I'm really starting to tell. And I was like, well, how? And she's like, my supervisor. So her supervisor is a gay white woman. She's like, I can tell that you're losing weight because I can tell from the back.
Or like your ass. Like she said so. I was like, what?
I can tell from your behind that you're losing weight. And I was like, Naomi, that's sexual harassment. That's sexual harassment. She just told you losing that ass.
Oh my God.
That was sexual harassment. She told you she was let a man told you that. You let that slide because she was a woman. You were sexual harassed.
You so stupid.
I'm for real. Let that be a man and be like,
you losing that ass. That ass is gone.
Naomi, I can tell you losing weight from your behind.
Yeah. I would have checked them.
Naomi,
I wouldn't need no HR when I was done.
Naomi, you losing that weight in your ass. You would have looked at that nigga crazy. Probably would have cussed him out, file report. But since she was a gay woman, you let that shit slide. Gay white woman.
They want everything.
That was your chance right there.
To take back.
The
power.
But you didn't. You just let it slide.
I didn't take it that way.
Okay. Let it have been a man. What y'all think? If that was a man and he would have said, I can tell you losing weight from behind.
Because of your pants or something. I don't know. It was just something. It was awkward.
She was like, you losing weight in that ass, girl. You losing too much weight. And you let that shit slide. Let that been a man, though. That's a real problem. That's that sexism.
Yeah,
that's that reverse sexism.
Shut up. Yeah, I would have checked his ass. You right. I would have showed you. Would have checked his ass.
But since she was a gay woman, you let that shit slide.
I did.
And it was your supervisor. So you
come on, power dynamics.
That was power dynamic.
Come on.
That was an unwanted comment.
Come on.
And she was talking about your ass, so it makes it sexual.
Come on, Niram. Where's your manager?
Shit.
All right.
I had her job.
Next story. What they did to Andy Cohen ass done did to Mama Patty. Andy Cohen's messy. Y'all know Andy Cohen, that white man who done did all the Housewife franchises on Pride Row. So he got this show called What Happens Live. I think it was last week. Mama Patty was on there, and he tried to slide it in like he was playing a homage to Luther. Yeah, I miss Luther. I ain't see Luther in concert. Jesus, he got some classics. You hear me? And they basically got around to the way he asked it was like, did you ever feel Luther was, I forgot the exact words, like ashamed of his sexuality? And then here come Mama Patty. Well, I think his upbringing and sometimes his Mama Patty, Luther ain't never come out to us and tell us he was gay. So are you confirming for the Vandross estate? Mind you, the community we knew. It was unspoken, what's unsaid don't need to be said, right?
Run a house.
But Mama Patty gonna come out and out him. And here come Messy Andy. That's a good point. Messy white boy. He gay too. Messy gay white boy. He should know better than that.
Why they talking about the dead like that? God rest the dead.
I mean, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Like, if he's gay, right? Whatever. But it just want Mama Patty place to be like, yeah, honey, I think he did battle with his family. Mama Patty. And we forgive you, Mama Patty, of course. I know some of these millennials was going in on her, but they don't need to recognize mother's role. Mother is forgiven, right? But Mama, the rule of thumb is don't talk about nobody's sexuality.
Especially when they dead. We're not going to talk about this dude dead, so he can't even argue. It don't matter.
And the thing is, he might like women and men. We don't know, right? But Mama Patty,
he might be like Nola Darling, polyamorous.
He fluid, right? So I just seen that and was like, Mama Patty is messy in the community. We got to forgive her. She has been forgiven. But use this as a placekeeper. Don't speak on people's sexuality, dead or alive. Don't speak on people's sexuality. Whenever somebody asks you about their sexuality, somebody else's sexuality, the key is maybe you should ask them. Because unless you was in a relationship with them, that ain't nothing you could talk about. You got to keep well enough alone, right? And speaking of the community always knew. It's a whole crew of them R&B singers that folks knew, but the community assumed allegedly. But we ain't know Luther. Who else? Freddie Jackson, allegedly. Allegedly Teddy P. Allegedly.
What?
Come on.
Teddy P. Allegedly.
That's why they said he was in that car accident with, honey. Come on.
God.
Did you say, oh my God? But that's in the community, and that's their business. It don't matter. But when I seen the clip, as soon as she did, I just put my head down because I feel like that's some mess my aunts would do. You feel like, who asked you to share that? These people just talk too much.
Right.
And Mama Patty easy could have just fanned him off.
And then say some old people shit. Well, my grandson gay, so I thought I could talk about it. Some old people.
You don't get the pass.
Oh, because your grandson gay don't mean you can talk about somebody else's sexuality.
But the flip side is, maybe Mama Patty being from the older generation, she made the older generation more comfortable talking about it. Because, she basically said like his mama was Holy Ghost and she ain't really care for that too much, but they loved each other. Thank you. And there you go again, the church, the black church. Jesus. Get y'all stuff together.
I told you.
Get over it. Get over people's sexualities. You don't have to get over that.
More blacks would be Republican if it wasn't for the racism.
We got to get over it. But what you think about Mama Patty out in Luther?
That ain't right.
What you mean that ain't right? I don't think she did it maliciously.
I wish I had Mama Patty saying I can just slap it.
What
Bad.
No, we forgive her though already.
Bad.
Because she's a mother.
No. What the hell you doing?
The problem is Andy. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Well, he messy.
Oh my God, he's so messy.
He there to draw up some drama and news and shit. So we can.
Because I was even wondering where the conversation was going about Luther. I mean, don't get me wrong, he a legend, but what we talking about Luther on a Patti LaBelle interview right here?
Right.
What that got to do with anything? That made me want to put out a Luther soundtrack though. Oh my goodness. What's your favorite Luther? Is that your favorite Luther song?
Mm-hmm.
What's my favorite Luther? Going in Circles.
Got me going in
circles. Bum, 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 bum. Yes. I'm trying to see my favorite Luther performance is when he's in that sequence when I think it is A House Is Not a Home. And I forgot it's for Soul Train or something, and he do that run. Oh my God. Luther is king.
Woo.
All right, let's talk about one more thing before we get out of here.
All right, what we got?
Because, near, I'm trying to keep it right at an hour and 15. And then we'll come back next week. And, y'all, I seen Mudbound on Netflix, and I'm emotionally drained. Mary J. Blige did that on Mud. We ain't talking about that, but just to prep y'all for Wednesday, Mudbound is the shit on Netflix. If you need a good fucking cry, Jesus.
You see what I mean? Like, Nias be going through the shit. She been crying, and she want to watch more sad shit. I'm like, no.
Mudbound.
Everything you should be watching,
did that.
I don't care. You should be watching rom-coms or comedies. Preferably, you should be watching reruns of Martin.
No, I ain't watching nothing happy. But last thing, Roland Martin canceled by TV One.
No. Not my boy Roland.
Why they cancel Roland? They talk about the views or something. They can't afford it or some bullshit TV One said.
That nigga ain't go viral when we was having a conversation with our favorite hotel. Yeah.
Roland. That's the problem. That's the problem, ain't it?
Plus, ain't nobody watching no news on no TV One. Let's just be straight up.
But I think that's the problem. We need news on TV One and BET.
Yeah.
And it came on at 7.
Well, that's why Travis Smiley didn't make it.
I never watched Roland Martin live. I always watched the clips.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel bad. Like, I got something to do with this, too. But we do need some type of news journalism on these black networks. Like, everything can't be comedy. Like, everything can't be wilding out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not good for the culture.
No.
Right? You know what I'm saying? We have to have hard-hitting news in some form that's tangible and articulate for our community, that speaks to our community, right? Yeah. We have to have someone on these channels that's, I don't want to say supposed to tell us because you have to find the things you do, but at least be able to point out, niggas, be aware.
Yeah, I was just like,
you know what I'm saying? Nigga alert, this is something you should be unaware of. Like, nigga alert, be angry. Nigga alert, FYI, we voting niggas. Is y'all right? Like, I think that's huge. We got to. It needs to be on all the channels. And it need to be just not one. So what was he doing in the morning or Saturday morning? Mm-hmm. We need a news show first thing in the morning when everyone getting up going to work. So between 5 a.m. and 7, we need something that come on at noon. And I want some at 5 o'clock. Then I want an night one. But the night one can be more of a comedy, like a daily show. Mm-hmm. But we need more news on these channels, right? Because you can't assume all these niggas ain't going to CNN and MSNBC and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. So that's what I was offended by. Like, we need news on these channels. We need black voices. We need Mary Jane Paul.
Well, whatever happened to Melissa Harris Perry? Then they canceled her.
Melissa Harris Perry went on no black network.
I know, but shit, she was the black mother. She was the black voice.
That's MSNBC.
Okay,
I think I'm saying that right. Yeah. But I'm talking about the Negroes who do not watch those channels. I'm talking about the Negroes who watch TV One, Fatal Attraction, and all those things that be on there. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You got them grandmas and auntie, and they only keep it on 3 channels. And they just watch Roland Martin by chance because he own it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Ain't nobody going to, because if you're going to go to MSNBC, you're going to go to the other place, right? Mm-hmm. I'm talking about on our channels, black voices, no connection to no other big net, like TV One.
I understand.
Revolt. Now we got to ask Diddy. Can we ask Diddy to get us some news on Revolt?
We don't even get that channel.
I know. But that just bothered me.
I understand, baby. It bothers me too.
Why they would take him off? Or if there ain't enough money for him, cut back on some of his set. Can we cut back on some of the staff? Some of his suits? Can we cut the budget other ways?
Roland, you get to wear one suit.
What? You got to bring his own clothes.
You got to wear your own. Yeah, you got to bring your own suit.
But I just think it was just so important. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't like when the news get taken away. And not that I watch it all the time, but at least I watch other news. But I think on our channels, we need to have access to news. And we need to be more of it. I think the news needs to at least come on 3 times a day on our networks. Mm-hmm. Don't got to be on for 4 hours a piece. No, but it needs to at least be on an hour. You hear me? An hour. It needs to be at least 3-4 hours of news a day. Every day.
Well, even this, like, news, the shit is the same. So it can just be a 30-minute blast.
Like a summary.
Because truthfully, like, they replay the same shit over and over again. So if you just cut out all the filler, 30 minutes, bam. But the thing is,
with no commercials or nothing.
But the thing is, that ain't, the news is here. Let's call it spade a spade. The news is here to sell toilet paper and paper towel and all types of other shit. Yeah. Like, that's why I got so many advertising, because all the old motherfuckers watching it, motherfuckers watching it during that time. So that's why they got to have the advertising. So I guess they even make it beneficial. They got to at least make it an hour or so, and fill that bitch up with commercials.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't know, but it just bothered me. It just bothered me. I ain't like how they did that to Roland Martin, and we need something.
We do.
We need something. You got anything else in there? No. Or is that just me?
No, that was it.
All right. Well, thank y'all for hanging in there with this episode. Wednesday, we're going to be back to normal. We got us a Black love story. We're talking about some relationship stuff. So I'm talking about Mudbound. So we got some good stuff. Hopefully Neram will have a book read by Friday. Like, we'll just be back to kind of our routine. But just thank you for hanging in there with us. We got some emails we need to go through. We see y'all interacting with us on social media. We so appreciate it. And as always, to submit your Black Love stories, go to blacklovematters.com. And to submit your question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us the email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. And to leave a comment about anything that we talked about today, you can do that on blacklovematters.com or blog, SoundCloud, Stitcher, any form of social media. You can find us at Black Love Matters. That's Black Love Matters with no K. Or leave us a voicemail at 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. Talk to y'all later, and remember, love is ever evolving. Did you just yawn in this microphone?
Yeah.
Again, talk to y'all later, and remember, love is ever evolving. Peace. Hope y'all have a good Monday.
Damn, nigga can't yarn?
No. Ooh, I'm exhausted. I'm going to see my therapist, honey.